Hi there, students. An old hand. Okay, an old hand is a person who has a lot of experience, who's been doing a job for a long time, who is skilled. So he's an old hand at carpentry. He's worked as a carpenter for many years. Okay, so somebody who's an old hand, they're familiar with the subject, they're familiar with the procedure, somebody who's done something for many times before. Okay, this is somebody who's experienced, they're skilled in a particular activity. So this footballer is an old hand. He's 27 years old and he's been playing football professionally since he was 16. He's an old hand. He's a veteran. He's somebody who has done that before. So this is somebody who has experience. He's an old hand in international politics. Yeah, he's not some green new people. This is an old timer. This is an old warhorse. He's an old hand at organizing children. Yeah, if you put me in class, you'll find I'm an old hand at giving classes to all types of people. Somebody who's been doing the job for a few years is an old hand. I've driven this bus for nearly 10 years, so I'm an old hand at this. Those of you who've been at this school before, the old hands, should help the new recruits. So somebody who's experienced as an activity, an old salt, a person with a lot of experience. He's an old hand in this game. Is someone that has done it before. So notice this use of the word hand. A hand is like an assistant. You could have a farm hand, or a deck hand, or a kitchen hand, or a stable hand, or a stage hand. These are people that help. So a hand is like an assistant worker. The farm hands brought in the crop, and this is hand. So an old hand, an old assistant, somebody who has done this before. So somebody who's an old hand, they're skilled because they've done something for a long time. He's an old hand at making English videos because he's made thousands of them. It's saying that somebody is skilled through long experience, a person with lots of skill. So John is an old hand at managing difficult projects. Sue is an old hand in the world of photography. My grandmother is an old hand in the kitchen, and she prepares the most delicious food without any real problem. He's very young, but he is an old. By now, he's an old hand in the world of rock and roll. I've worked in marketing for many years, and I'm an old hand at designing marketing campaigns. Customer service is quite difficult, and it is the old hands who deal with angry customers the best. This may be your first time, but very quickly you will become an old hand. You will become experienced at it. He was a barrister who had defended many clients and was an old hand in the court. As a politician, he's made many speeches, and he's an old hand at capturing the imagination of the audience. I am an old hand at teaching groups of people about English. I'm an old hand at giving live streams as well. Okay, so an old hand, this is somebody who is a veteran, a pro, somebody who's done it a lot of times. They're seasoned. They're a seasoned expert. They know what they're doing. To be an old hand at something, you're experienced at this thing. So, an old hand, formality, I would say a 4.5 in formality. Use informally, use semi-formally, semi-formal conversation, semi-formal writing, perhaps not something very formal. So, an old hand.